Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good weekend. Stay warm. In my BSF Bible study, BSF Bible Study Fellowship is a good Bible study worldwide, and they're studying kings in the kingdom. So I love the story, so I thought I'd share it with you today about how God provides for us and a certain woman. 2 Kings 4:1. A certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets, your wives and prophets, draw a little arm there. Certain women of the wives of the prophet's sons cried out to Elisha, "Your servant, my husband, is dead. My husband, your servant, is dead." A prophet. "And you know that your servant feared the Lord." So I stuck this in there. He was one of the company of prophets. He was a godly man, feared and was reverent of the Lord. 2 Kings 4:1. And the creditor is coming. Your husband owes me money. You got to pay for the credit I gave you. And the creditor is coming to take my 2 sons to be as slaves. So back then they would take children as slaves if you owed money. He's coming to take my 2 boys as slaves. "Ah," she says, and I put her hair standing up. So Elisha said to her, "What shall I do for you? What do you have in your house? How can I help? What's in your home?" And she said, "Your maidservant has nothing in the house but a jar of oil." I don't have anything, only a jar of oil in the house. I should go get my olive oil to show you what oil looks like if you're not sure. 2 Kings 4:3. Then he said, "Go borrow vessels from everywhere, from all your neighbors." So borrow jars from all your neighbors. "Hi, do you have any jars I can borrow? I'll give them back." Sure. So the nice neighbors gave her empty jars, empty vessels. Then he said, "Go borrow vessels from everywhere, from all your neighbors, empty vessels, empty, not full. Do not gather just a few. Don't ask for just a few, ask for a lot," says Elijah. "You have a lot of jars I can borrow? I really need them." 2 Kings 4:4. And when you have come in, when you go home, when you go inside, you shall shut the door behind you and your sons. Shut the door behind you. Then pour it all into all those vessels. So pour oil into all the jars. And set aside the full ones. When each jar is filled, move it to the side. I put a little side table there. When you fill it up, move it to the side. I wonder how many there were. 2 Kings 4:5. So she went from him, Elijah, she left him, and shut the door behind her and her sons. She's obeying Elisha. She shut the door behind her and her sons, who brought the vessels to her, the jars. They brought the jars to her. And she poured it out. She poured out her 1 jar of oil into many jars, a lot of jars. 2 Kings 4:6. Now it came to pass when the vessels were full, when all the jars were full, that she said to her son, "Bring me another vessel, bring me another one." And he said to her, "There's not another one. There are no more jars, Mom. There's not any." So the oil ceased. The oil stopped flowing. Then she came and told the man of God. She came with her, I don't know if she had a jar or not, but she came and told the man of God, Elisha. I'm not sure what she told him. Everything's full. All the jars are full now. 2 Kings 4:7. And the oil has stopped. And he said to her, "Go." I'm thinking of putting widow on here. Widow. Go sell the oil. They'll give you money. You give them the oil. And pay your debt. Pay off the creditor. Pay what you owe. And you and your sons live off the rest. The money will provide for you. Yay. I love this. God provides.